Welcome to Big Life Weekly Series, where we empower high achievers to break free from limits, unlock their natural potential, and live a big life. I'm your host, Robert Acosta, and each week we will explore the strategies, mindsets, and tools you need to thrive, not just in your professional career, but in every aspect of your life. Whether you're a leader looking for a better balanced life, an entrepreneur aiming for sustainable success, or someone ready to take the next step toward your best self, this podcast is your space to grow, reflect, and take action. Let's dive into today's episode. Hello, I'm Robert Acosta. I'm with Vallari Mehta from Gypsum AI in San Francisco, USA. Welcome, Vallari.
Thank you, Robert. Thanks for having me here.
Oh, my pleasure. Let's jump right in and start showcasing your business. So, Vallari, can you give us a 90-second overview of what your business does and why you got into it?
Okay, yeah. So I'll start with what we do. So we help B2B marketers build personalized customer journeys through ad campaigns and websites and email outreach for the accounts that they are targeting. So imagine that you were walking into a store and every product display instantly changes to show you exactly what you're interested in, what you're here to buy. That's what we do for our clients' websites and campaigns. Our platform uses real-time intent signals and customizes the website experience and customer journey on the fly in dynamically. This means like no more generic content for target accounts. And another thing that is really we are focusing on is like we want to integrate with your existing systems and make it seamless. This is important to us because we feel like marketing have it really bad with like the number of tools that they need to adapt to, and we don't want to be like another silo solution that we are forcing you into adopting. So we want to make it like a seamless integration with your existing tooling. And why I got into it is yeah, it's a great question. So I have a decade of like ML personalization experience focused in like consumer space, and this is way before like AI was like all that cool. Yeah, I've been building like targeting models at Criteo for advertisement campaigns, and then at Lyft I build a personalization, home screen personalization. So I saw like a huge gap in like the way consumers assets were personalized, and like how B2B is like just still slamming like first name, last name, and your company name in the emails outreach that I see. And so many companies are stuck with like one size fits all model. So yeah, like I feel like there is a scope for building genuine connections with each valuable prospect that B2B target accounts wants to go after, and that's why I'm here. So if you imagine like there is a Robert with like instead of 5 clients a day, you are able to reach 10,000 of them in a minute without like making it sound very generic coaching. Instead it will be like full of context. It will remember like every single details of your client and like give you like a tailored coaching experience for them. That's the personalization at scale we want to achieve at just Gypsum.
Yeah, that's amazing. I think helping business helping business is the way to go. And mostly in technology and AI, we are really very naive and we have maybe misconceptions about how AI works and how we can be utilizing it. So, what do you enjoy most about your work in the B2B marketing business?
Uh, what do I enjoy most? I think there are two things. So like one is like when we do a demo from a client. So witnessing the moment when our clients see personalization working in real time for the first time. Like there is this incredible aha moment when they watch their website like transform and see the conversion metrics improve almost immediately. So that's like something that gives me a lot of joy when we see like a spark in their eye. Another thing is it's also exciting because to be at forefront of shift towards like this human centric B2B marketing, right, where we are treating everyone with respect, with this human connection. We are optimizing conversion, helping business create more valuable and respectful interactions with their prospect clients. So bringing that humanity, that respect for for the outreach, and treating them as not just like someone you want to sell into, but like rather like respectfully have an intersection of this human psychology and technology is like something fascinating, as well as like I feel like marketing is always evolving. They always want to know like the next wave of like how we build this cool campaigns, or like cool way of attracting eyeballs. And AI is also constantly evolving. So like this rapid advancement in AI and ML, and continuously pushing boundaries of like what's possible in this space is yeah, it's giving me a lot of joy. It's yeah, I mean, I'm ready to like wake up and build on this like every single day.
Yeah,
So that's
it
really
makes
fun.
sense completely because whatever we do, whatever kind of business or whatever objective we have, we still this human part, this human being of us. It's there. So, and as you say, you work in marketing, and marketing is about telling a story. And
Yes.
so we want them to tell my story, the story of the owner, or the story of my clients, or the stories that really can convince you that you
Yeah.
can be part of that story. So the human piece is
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And that's what makes me really happy, like bringing that like perspective and
right.
marketing with technology.
So having said that, how do you define success in the work you do?
Yeah, so I think like success for us would mean like how we want to be result oriented, and like we want our clients to be like happy. So it's a mix of like how effectively we are making them like stand out in the noise, like in a way that like the world is like so noisy. Imagine like there are 320 billion emails sent out every day. So like how we help them like stand out in that noise at scale is like something that if I'm able to achieve that, I would be happy. Then there is like we also bring them like higher conversion rates for their campaigns, and there is like incremental incremental achievement in like customer loyalty and engagement. So like these customers, they feel valued, since like our clients would have taken an effort to like make them feel unique. So these are like some of the metrics that we want to measure for us as a success right now. I mean, of course, like there is also this growth that we are internally tracking, but I think at this initial stage of development, we want to see like how we want to measure how happy and successful we are making our clients. That is how we want to define our success today. Yeah, so yeah, these are some of the
Yeah, yeah.
metrics that we are.
Okay. So I'm just curious, what is the biggest problem or challenge you see in your industry? Your industry is saturated of a lot of people trying to jump in or trying to do something. So, and how are you solving those things or those challenges for yourself, your clients, your colleagues?
Oh wow. Yeah, I think very similar to what I said before about like B2B marketing is overwhelmed with like noise and generic messaging. I think like that is the biggest problem. It's like it's a digital world drowning in content, and AI is making it even more easier now to generate like more content, more outbound, more emails in your inbox, cluttering your inbox. So that is like a problem that I see in this industry. I feel like in like 1 or 2 years from now, like outbound efforts are like going to get lost in like this clutter, and even like when you get a website visit, it's often met with like the same generic title and impersonal experiences at for like that's tailored for like everyone. So it's like shouting in a hurricane and like trying to be heard. So I think like that is a problem that we see in our industry. Even if you somehow break through the noise and get them to the website, the generic selling pitch really turns them out. So yeah, so that is the problem that we are seeing. And for our clients, we empower them to cut through this noise and kind of like we want to help them like not feel lost in this digital crowd, like and help them like get like higher conversion. So they move from contributing to the noise of AI to building like more meaningful relationship and driving like better business outcomes in a saturated market. So another thing that we see is like we want to keep the cost to be like very low for this to happen. So we are not just like want to sell it to like the top tier enterprise who can hire like teams of hundreds of content marketers and afford to sell it that way. We want to basically empower small businesses, mid-sized businesses with like very limited budget, very limited resourcing, like how they can also like break through the noise that is right now created through like AI content currently.
That's definitely marketing is about communication, and that's communication, no noise. And but there are clients that like to just to send noise in terms that how they can attract someone that among that noise really detect their message. But
Yeah.
who is your ideal client then? Because there are a lot of the type of clients that maybe you say no, this is not really the kind. So who's your ideal client, and what significant outcomes can they expect when they work with you?
Yeah, so overall marketing, but like since we are very early, right? Like we want to narrow it to like a particular B2B mid-size SMBs company with a strong like GTM motion of account-based account-led marketing, or if they want to like aspire to be like account-based marketing strategy. So they typically have like a sales team like SLG motion focused on accounts that they want to go after, and already investing in like marketing automation. They have a CRM system in place, and understand the importance of personalization, but are struggling to execute it effectively on their website and multi-touch communication. So that would be like our ideal client, like someone who's recognizing the urgent need to cut through this digital noise and like take decisive action. And another thing is like we provide like valuable data on like what truly resonates with like specific accounts. So like someone who's interested in like data driven insights for continuous improvements want to like A/B test with us like a lot of different creatives that we were able to generate through AI, but like have like a human in the loop, experience to give a feedback, real time feedback to make sure like the branding is not getting like diluted in this way. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you have a lot of experiences working with different kind of businesses, different industries. So can you share with us some, I don't know, maybe what's the strangest or funniest incident that you have experienced while working in your B2B marketing business?
Um, Let me think. So, I think maybe not like strange, but like um, we were like yeah, so like we were in a stage of like implementing and yeah, we were basically we were implementing this whole MVP for to go to market with, like to test it out. And
Hmm.
when we were building this, we also integrated our website to test it out, and immediately saw like there was like a visitor who visited our website. Like we saw the intent signal, we took that out immediately, like build an outbound, personalized outbound, and they are like our customers right now. So I think like that was very strange, like dog fooding your product, and as you are developing, we saw like an immediate impact. And I think that felt like, yes, like this is helpful for us, and this is going to be helpful for like so many of like these SMBs and these small businesses that do not have the resource right now to do this
Well,
kind of thing.
definitely nowadays, speed is the name of the game. So,
Yes, yes.
AI, well, so what do you see as the, I know you're working in AI, so AI per se is a trend, but what do you see as the coming trends, maybe with AI and many all the things to come within your business, within this industry of technology and B2B marketing?
Okay, so two things, right? Like I can talk about like AI trends as well as like what I see in B2B. I feel like the
Mhm.
AI is going to get like extremely multi-modal. Like right now, it's a chat GPT or like Claude or whatever chat interface that we have, and very soon it's going to be like all of majority of our calls are happening through AI. Like we will have our personal AI assistant who will basically interact with like other AIs to
Right.
get through for any like reservations, for example, or any travel plans that we want to make and bookings that we want to do. It's going to be like our AI assistant interacting with like other AI assistants to get work done. So it's going to be like it's not just going to be like a chat. It's going to be in your voice. It's going to be like your video. Everything that we are interacting is going to be a mix of AI and human world. And that's what like I visualize as a future. And for B2B, like for our particular persona that we are going after, I feel like in next 5 to 10 years, I see like an evolving world where we leave behind like all these generic outreach and like make this like complete individualization and humanization in our conversation. So AI will enable like true one-to-one conversations at scale with personalization extending beyond just like website to every touch point in the customer journey. So the example I gave, like where you visit a store or you get into like an e-commerce website and you see everything tailored for you, what you're interested in, what you have bought before, and it gives you that personal journey. And also I feel like there is going to be like a line between like sales and marketing right now is going to get like very thin because of like it's going to like have an seamless like handoffs between digital experiences and human interaction. So that's what like I'm envisioning. And at Gypsum AI, like we are staying ahead of by investing like in our AI capabilities, particularly in like predictive machine learning model and NLP. Like my background in ML gives us like a distinct advantage in understanding how to apply this tech effectively for marketers for marketers who don't have the resources right now. So we are helping them like achieve this and stay ahead of like I don't want just like the enterprise to have like all the capabilities. We want like everyone to be like ahead in the game. So that's what we are focusing on. Yeah, so these are like some of the trends that I see happening, and I feel like it's not going to be like a choice anymore. Like you will have to adapt quickly to be in the game. So I'm really like looking forward to that.
Right. So, among all the things that you have done and implemented, what would you say is the one thing that has been most instrumental in putting together this business to really produce results?
Um, so there are multiple things that I've implemented. I can give you a few examples, right? So one is like our tech stack to. I think like while we started like we started with like a very opinionated journey about like how we want to make this personalization achieve at scale, and after like I think the biggest learning
Oops.
and was that the fact that like how much customer feedback is important at like every stage of building. So that mind shift switch has become like a really big advantage point for us. So when we went to market with the product that we were building as an MVP, like a lot of marketers gave us a feedback about this. First of all, like AI tools, not giving them enough. Uh, there is a lot of noise of AI tools, and it's not giving you like a good measurement of like how much improvement it's bringing in their day to day. So I think our focus on like how to develop a stack where we are able to measure once you have our product, like how quickly can you measure and get like an instant gratification. That focus of building like a measurement in our product has shifted and changed game for us for sure. And another thing is like they still want a control on their brand, right? Like they don't want this AI to go rogue and like start hallucinating. That's like a biggest problem in AI right now. So what we are doing, about how we adapted our product is basically instead of like having like a dynamically building this website, we give them like thousands, like we take the target accounts and we give them like multiple options for each target account and each of the persona. So all of these contents are pre-approved and not just like so they have a better control about on their branding and protect them from like being that generic content that AI could like or hallucination that like that AI has problem with. So these are some of the implementations that has definitely like helped us and stayed and change like the shift in the mindset of like customer feedback is like one of the most valuable lessons for us.
Yeah, well, makes sense. You have to protect your identity, and even though you have a lot of help in the technological help and even other people's help, you want to be honest with what you're communicating. So let's talk about the future. So, what is the next growth area for you personally and for your business?
uh, Next growth area for me and for my business. Okay, so I think yeah, so we are in like an early stage route right now. Of course, like we want to we have launched and pilot, and we want to like get as much feedback as possible from our design partners right now, and build a product that like truly serves their needs, and in a way that like we are not in a way that like we have like a seamless integrations within the marketing tech stack. So we want to grow from after we have like all the feedback in place. We are happy with like how happy they are. We want to like scale this to probably like at least like hundreds of clients. Like that's what our goal is. So yeah, so like that is the ambition that we want to go after once we finish this pilot for us. And I think for me, right, like um, I think like I would like to tell you like a brief background about like how I got into this
Mhm.
to just tell you like about like what my ambitions are personally. So it's basically I was basically last year around the same time I was applying for I was at Lyft and applying for my promo. At the same time, like I was also switching to a journey of maternity. I gave birth to a baby, and I was kind of like struggling to manage both like a child, a caregiver at home, and then like making sure making doing like extra effort, like and making sure that like it doesn't impact like my career at the same time. So managing both of them had been like it kind of like was a challenge for me last year. So I think like I've grown quite a bit from there. I've learned like a lot of lessons, and I've built like a really good support system, like through my family, my coworkers, and then I've also learned a lesson of like how to ask for help in tough times. So I want to continue this trajectory that I got into from where I was last year, and I feel like personally I want to contribute back to the support system who helped me like got through this phase. So that is one of the biggest thing that I want to do myself
That's
in coming
amazing.
years.
That's amazing when you have a challenge, how much you can learn. And now
Yeah,
it looks like you want another, right? You want to look for another because you know you learn more than when everything is all right. You
yeah.
stagnant. So where's the
it
learn?
make it makes you resilient, right? Like it made me resilient. I'm like, yeah, I mean, I did this, now I can do the next big thing for me. And also like it gave me a perspective of like honestly, like this whole journey made me realize that what do I want to contribute back to the society? I've learned so much. Like last 10 years, I've been in this very cutting edge technology, and how do I now take this and like build something that like really helps folks with like lesser resources like make use of. So I think like it gave me like a really big perspective change, or especially like after my daughter was born, I was like, I really like I'm leaving her in a daycare, and then going back to this job. I really want to make the best out of it, like it pushed me for that. And I think like that was the biggest learning experience for me.
That's amazing. Yeah, when you dedicate your life not for yourself but for someone else, of course you start with your kid, but then when you do it with your for your clients and for many other people, even without expecting nothing in return, is the best feeling a human being can have. And I think you're starting to experience that with your daughter, and definitely you're gonna experience that with a lot of people that you're impacting, and that's the idea of having a big life, as I say.
Thank you. Yes.
Valerie, what is the best way for people to contact you if they'd like to work with you or discuss referral partnerships?
Yeah, thank you. So the simplest way to get in touch is you can go to our website www.gypsum.ai. Alternatively, you can send me an email at vallari at gypsum.ai. Gypsum is gypsum.ai. And you can also connect with me on LinkedIn, and we're always excited to explore new opportunities and help business achieve more personalized, effective marketing.
Excellent, thank you. That was amazing. I really enjoyed our conversation. Thank you very much, Valerie, for being a guest on the podcast.
Thank you, Robert, for having me. And I already told you this, like, it's a great thing that you're doing for the community. It's beautiful, and thanks for doing this and helping each other and helping ourselves through that journey.
Oh, completely my pleasure. Thank you for joining me on Big Life Weekly series. I hope today's episode gave you the insight, inspiration, and tools you need to move closer to the life you're meant to live. Remember, true success isn't just about what you achieve, it's about how you feel while you achieving it. If you found value in our conversation, please subscribe, leave a review, and share this episode with others who are ready to embrace their big life. Until next time, stay focused, keep growing, enjoy life, and break free.